What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the Z. We seem to be working on headlights in the last couple videos, but especially on the Z, as you can tell. This one is brand new. We're pretty sure it's brand new, and I'm not sure how old this one. It could be the original.
Probably.
So if you guys can tell, hopefully the camera can pick up how hazy this one is, and then how clear this one is. So we're going to be doing some work on this one today. The first step is taping it up.
Basically, we're going to do a restoration job on a plastic headlight. As you all know, with any 10-year-old car, any used car, older car, they turn yellow over time. So we're basically going to sand it, buff it, polish it, and hopefully bring this back to shiny clear and kind of go from there. So we're going to tape it up first. That way we're not just buffing on the paint. No need to put any heat on the paint and burn through the clear coat.
We just finished up with the taping, and now our first step is to get some sandpaper and a bucket of water, I think.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be soapy, just
we'll be wet
regular water.
The plastics. We have quite a few different sandpapers from the Lotus job, actually.
Still? That was like 2 years ago.
400, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500.
And I think we'll start with
400.
400?
Yep.
So 400 is the most gritty.
Abrasive.
It's the roughest, most abrasive.
Always start with the most abrasive, and then you're slowly smoothing out these scratches you're putting in it. 400 is going to sand it down, then the less grit is going to polish it until finally we're going to buff it at the end, which is the most less abrasive.
Softest.
And that'll polish it out, bring it back to brand new, hopefully.
So this is a pretty tedious project. It's just time consuming more than anything. I mean, sanding is not hard to do.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up yet, but we already have yellow water coming down, which is just the, top surface of the plastic. But yeah, this is basically how you restore headlights. It's easy to do. It just takes some time. A couple bucks for sandpaper and buffing stuff.
Yeah.
But really just knocking down the damaged surface. The plastic just has some surface scratches and cracks. We got to knock it down until it's smooth. And they should look really good. And it's good to have two people doing it, just so you have two different techniques instead of eyes.
Yeah.
So if he's doing some certain type of pressure, I might have a different pressure.
Like, I know I'm missing the corners right now, but we're going to come back with a smaller piece of sandpaper. I can't reach this whole thing in there, you know?
From this angle, it's so yellow and hazy.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to be my cameraman and do some different angles.
You guys can get a really good look at what it's looking like. As of now, it looks like we just ruined it, but trust us, this is the process. Trust the process.
Well, we can link the Lotus headlight down in the description.
That was our first time ever doing this.
If you guys want to check that out.
So comment down below, how many of you guys have done restorations on headlights? It's pretty easy to do, as you guys are seeing, but it's amazing how, at least from this angle, you got a brand new headlight and that looks horrible. So it's really cool how you can restore a headlight back to its life. But definitely a cool project. This is a really good shot right here, just seeing the differences. But I mean, I think it's sanding easily.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't think there's any issues with that.
And I don't know if you guys can see these scratches. I think you can, right about there. These are all like little cracks in it. The goal is to basically get the surface of the plastic down into those to smooth everything out.
Yeah.
I mean, the plastic's, a couple of millimeters thick, so if we take a millimeter off, that's going to get a lot of the damaged areas off. We've done some sanding and then we rinsed it all off. One thing I'm noticing, as of now after we cleaned everything, look at the residue that's coming off. It's more white than yellow. So I think we're already getting a lot of the yellow plastic gone.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm not sure if you guys would, well, you can see it here. I don't know if you saw it on the time lapse. Here's the residue of the yellow. You can see it, right? Look at it all on the ground here.
See,
all of that came off right there.
And now look at all this, and like right here, it's all white now.
Yeah.
So we're definitely getting that portion of the plastic gone. I mean, it's all pretty much white.
And it looks very hazy right now because all we've done is the sandpaper. We haven't tried using the buffer or polish yet, which will be in a couple steps from now.
I think we're gonna do one more pass with the 400. If you look carefully, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but this is now clear. It's hazy, but it's clear. It used to be yellow.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
So-
the camera can pick this up or not.
So already we've removed the yellow plastic, which is good.
That's what we're going for.
These are gonna come out.
Here we
great.
are.
These
Yeah.
are gonna come out great.
Yeah. I bet
So-
you we can almost get them to match.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do our best. I mean, I think the camera can pick up how clear this one is.
And they saw how hazy and yellow this one was.
Yeah.
So I think now we've done a pretty good job with the 400.
Yeah.
Let's go around the edges nicely.
Yep.
Just to
One more
add
pass,
in with the 400,
and then
and then let's move to the next one.
to give you guys an update where we are so far, we did 2 or 3 passes with the 400 grit,
Which is right
which
here.
is, yeah, you can see how much crap is on there.
Most abrasive.
Yep. And then we moved to 1,000.
A little bit less
A little
abrasive.
bit less. Now we're on 1,500, and hopefully the camera, we're going to be saying that a lot today.
Yeah.
Hopefully the camera can pick up at least how clear it is
Yeah.
compared to what it was.
Basically, what you're doing with this project, you're starting with the most abrasive to really just get into the plastic, and then you're slowly polishing it all the way back up. So as of now, it's a lot like more see-through, less
Yeah,
hazy.
I mean, it's looking way better. Well, we've made it through all of our sandpaper. We did 2 passes with the 2,500, and just here's another look at where we are so far before we start.
smooth.
Is it? Oh, wow.
That's really good.
That is, I wish you guys could feel this. It's like
It's-
silky cotton.
It's literally like
yeah.
silk. Yeah, if you're doing this at home and after sanding, it's not
Oh,
smooth.
I'm falling.
If it's not smooth and you're done sanding, keep sanding with a less aggressive pad because you're not there yet.
True.
But that's ready for buffing.
Now, should we check all the corners? Because I did my best. There's only really 2 corners here and way back up in there.
Well,
everything
the
else-
the buffer can only get so hard or
Oh,
so far.
that's true.
We don't have that really good buffer.
Yeah, this is what we're working with.
But yeah,
But doing that by hand,
yeah.
that is crazy.
Well,
That's
we
how.
can also hand polish the corners. But yeah, that's,
Feel how rough this one is.
so maybe we'll even do the highest grit sandpaper on this and buff this out
Yeah.
afterwards.
Possibly.
We'll see how good this one goes. What we're using, this is just paint clarifying compound. I've used this on some other projects. Got enough left.
Yeah.
This is for like scratch remover. Just you want a semi-abrasive compound, and then when we're done with this one, this is a more polishing one. This is a scratch and swirl mark remover, so this is very not abrasive. So this is a good polishing.
It worked well on the Lotus
Yeah, we're
headlight,
not going too crazy on everything, but it works.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that. But then to start buffing, we're gonna take our buffing machine and just put a few drips on it, just enough obviously to be used. Just wipe the compound all over, just so you know we're covered. And start on the smallest.
Yeah, it's on max right now to dry it off.
Just to get it going. Alright, well that's a decent pass. Already, look how much shinier and clearer it's coming.
Yeah, really. Wow, Bri, you got to come back here and look at how far that light has come.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll see it from back here, but
It's almost there.
yeah.
That's almost there. Next up, since these edges are really hard to get with this giant buffer, let's take the tape off. Let's use the most
2500.
the least aggressive sandpaper
Yep.
and just get these edges a little bit, and then hand polish the edges, retape it, do the aggressive compound again, and then the better compound.
Yeah, so these edges here we couldn't really get as well, and probably in here's not. I mean, you can't even see it. So we're gonna do our best to get the gaps where we can reach our hand.
I guess we'll leave
And
most
then-
of the tape, at least just some of the wet tape.
Yeah. So another update for you guys. We just did the most abrasive compound, Bri.
Of our 2 compounds, the
Yep.
abrasive one, yeah.
So now we're gonna do the final, I guess, smoother compound, and already this is looking like a brand new headlight. We've only been out here an hour and a half or so,
Yeah.
and it's not hard work. It's just tedious
Even
with the process, but
it's not even that too
yeah, it's not really that bad. But from here, maybe you guys can see from here. I'll just kind of walk around the car here, that way you can see. But that is looking like a brand new headlight. So we've only got a couple more passes to go, Bri,
Yeah, this
and
is the
we should be good.
polishing compound.
We'll peel the tape off.
And then we'll wipe it down.
Yeah. and that should be a brand new headlight. And I'm thinking about tinting the headlights as well, just to make them match even better. Maybe just kind of like a very light smoke
nothing
film.
Dark to hinder performance.
Yeah, I'm loving how it came out. Now I can roll down the road with matching headlights.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, it wasn't super obvious, but it was pretty obvious.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, pretty bad.
So we just did a minor buffing pass on the other headlight just to clean it up a little bit. One thing we're noticing, and this is something we can't fix, inside the headlight, this little clear thing over the turn signal bulb is yellow itself. So it has just faded in the sun being 10, 12 years old. This one is clear.
Right here.
So hopefully you guys can tell. Unfortunately, I don't know if we can just get to that.
I don't want to, if we're going to crack open the headlights, we're going to be, doing something else to them.
But
rather than just fixing that.
The actual lens is perfectly matched. Just that one is throwing us off a little bit because there's a hint of yellow because of inside.
But there we go, you guys.
It looks so
Restoring
good.
a headlight on a 10-plus-year-old vehicle, honestly, is not that hard to do. We've only been out here, it's 12:15.
Oh yeah.
So we've only been out here
Hour 15.
Hour 15, yeah. And it's really not hard work. We did 4 different sandpapers.
Yep. Well, you guys saw the process.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, you're starting with the most abrasive just to knock down the plastic. And then from there, you bring it up and up and up. And polishing is the last stage. That's where it's not even abrasive. It just polishes it, makes it shiny.
Yeah.
It is as smooth as a smooth headlight.
It really feels good.
And that one should be smooth now. Yeah, that
feels the same.
Nice and smooth. It wouldn't hurt to hit that one with the lightest sandpaper.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we don't have to, but
they're good enough for an or something. But
so there you go, a very, very inexpensive way to fix your headlights.
Dude, it looks so good.
Stay tuned for the next video because we had to do this in order to do the next video, so that will be coming soon. And yeah, I'll have to take some close pan shots of this.
Let's throw some before and afters real quick.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we'll put up a before and after so you can see that headlight versus the good one. This is basically the first project on the Z.
Yeah.
Aside from, yeah, it is. Oh, we talked about some other stuff.
Real quick, we're gonna show you something that we fixed. If you guys remember when we pointed out all the flaws in the car, we said the panel gap was bad. Sprung.
Yeah.
It was actually because it was missing one of those little spring thingy-majiggies, whatever they're called. So we just put the one on this side, and now it's even. So I don't know if this was actually in any rear collision.
Yeah.
Because it now lines up fine.
Yeah.
So that's fixed.
I don't even know if I have to order another one.
Maybe.
But I think that's gonna wrap up with today's video.
It looks great.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, like,
really
I love the look of this generation 350 with the hood. And from this side, it was like, oh, it looks old.
Yeah.
But that side looks new. So now it looks good again.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up with today's video. Make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more projects on the Z. We'll see you guys in the next video.